into a ship. And then he went to outer space. And then he went to a planet. And then his dad and the bad Superman when they were fighting, the mom put the Superman up far away from the bad guy, and then she turned it on. Then the bad Superman said this, no, and then he got out his sword from his hand. Then he killed his daddy, and then he went to, and then the bad Superman was gone, and then Superman was growing up. He was crabbing, and then he was in a building, and then he dreamed when he was a little kid, and he burned the doorknob because he didn't want anyone to come in, because he didn't want them to, because he shooted his lasers out of his eyes so nobody can come in, because he had a dream that they were skeletons. And then his mom came, then he opened the door, and then he stopped the dreaming, and then he was at home. Then he got his dad was ghost. He was sort of a ghost, and then
would you like to come in?
And then he showed him the Superman suit. Then Superman tried to fly, but then he landed on a mountain, and then he scored it into the ground. But then he tried again, and then he made it, and then he did it. But he was just flying. But then he squatted it down. Then the bad Superman was back, and then they started wrestling, and then Superman fell into a pile of rocks of skeleton little faces, and then he went under them, and then he had a dream, but the bad Superman was there. Then he fried in his stomach. Superman, the good Superman, fried in the bad Superman's stomach, and then he got beat it up. The bad Superman. Then they fight it, and then the end started, and then the whole buildings fell down. A lot of buildings. I don't know. And then the good Superman, and the bad Superman were fighting, and the good Superman twisted the bad one's head. Then he was dead. He thought that dad and mom and kids were dead, but they weren't dead. The bad Superman was dead then. And the end.
That's awesome. Was that a good story, Knox? Don't squeeze it. Knox, was that good? Was that good? Say, yeah, Superman.
Oh.